Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today will be a special double feature. It's all about mercenaries and bounty hunters as we take a look at Q9-0 and Aurra Sing. Alright, so Q9-0 is a character from The Mandalorian. You might remember him. Aurra Sing, this represents Aurra Sing from the Clone Wars, but even though it's based off of the animated character, it's a much more realistic look. So if you wanted to, you could fudge this into your like Phantom Menace display. Okay, let's get started. All right, we have both figures. They look awesome in the box. On the sides, nice character artwork. On the back, we have short bios on both characters. So for Q9-0, a bug-eyed protocol droid with modified programming, Q9-0, or Zero to his colleagues, operates with precision timing. And as for Aurra Sing, a feared bounty hunter known for her... can't read that. Known for her chalk-white skin and built-in comlink antenna, Aurra Sing was an expert sniper and trained assassin who would work for anyone who paid her. Okay, both figures look great. Excited to add more aliens, mercenaries, and bounty hunters to my collection. Aurra Sing I kind of feel is a little bit long overdue. She was a very popular character from the Phantom Menace, even though she only had like a split second worth of screen time. Alright, first impressions of both action figures while they're in the tray. They look awesome. Very detailed, very realistic, very true to form to, what you expect. Alright, so the one thing that catches my eye immediately about Aurra Sing, I don't know if this was necessarily true of the character when she first debuted. I gotta hunt down some of my older action figures from back in the day. But one thing that's very odd about this character is that if you look, she has these crazy, crazy long arms. Her arms are just super long. Now, I'm not sure if that's how she appeared in the actual cartoon, but I don't remember her older figures from back in the day having these giant long arms. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but yeah, it looks weird. I'm also surprised at how many accessories she has. In addition to her weapons, she has her sniper rifle, her pistols. She has holsters, she has a vest. This is a very decked out figure, and she looks great. Zero, on the other hand, he looks cool. I mean, he has his pouches, his belt, and his blaster. But I don't know. He looks awesome too. I'm not 100% sure if there's any reuse on this guy, because with the droids, you never know. But he looks like he might be an entirely new sculpt. Alright, for now, I'm just going to leave their accessories in the tray. I think they're kind of self-explanatory. I'm more concerned about the figures themselves. Alright, let's start with Zero here. Alright, Zero looks awesome. He's one of those bug-eyed droids, kind of very reminiscent of, like, I don't know, Forlom or Zuckuss with the big giant eyes. He has the protocol droid body, much like C-3PO. His harness here is kind of loose fitting. kind of jostles around, which might be okay. Just because if it was too tight, it might get in the way of the articulation. The paint application looks fantastic. As you can see, there's some like dirt and like what appears to be rust on his body. His pouches aren't entirely brown either. If you look, there's different shades. There's like a light brown on the edges and then more solid brown. Some silver for the buckle. Clean sculpting, especially for a droid. Nice clean panel lines. Some hard raised edges. Yeah, he looks great. He has a nice long antenna. Some extra wiring. So here he is from a front view. Here he is from the back. Profile view. In terms of this guy's articulation, his head rotates left and right. He can look down about this much. He can look up pretty high, which I'm excited about. It's always cool if a figure could like actually look up. In terms of his body, I think underneath, so yeah, mid-torso, below his like belly button, he's cut at the waist, slightly above the waist, which allows for swivel. He could kind of like rock side to side. His arms rotate. They could go out. And he kind of features that thing like we've seen with some figures already where the shoulder pad's actually a separate piece than the arm. I think that's how this one works. Or I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this is connected. Oh, I think there's like a sleeve that wraps around the inside of the joint, and it's a separate piece than the shoulder. And then it allows him to go out also. No bicep swivel, but he does have elbow bend and elbow swivel. This elbow doesn't want to bend that well for some reason. But the other one. The other one's a tight bend also. Feels weird. He swivels at the forearm. Wrist articulation. He could kick up about this much, which is alright. And he could kick out about that much. So he could kind of super kick if he needed to. Yeah, great solid figure. If I had to rate this guy numerically, for me, an easy 8.5. I love having droids. I love having aliens in my collection. And this one's definitely fits the bill. And one thing I noticed with this character too is that they both have their antennas out. You know, so it's like they're like a match made in heaven, you know. So it's kind of cool that they both have antennas. Aurra Sing, like in the cartoon, if I remember correctly, I think it's retractable. I don't like how this, I think this is like permanently affixed to her head. I don't think it pulls out. So we have a much more realistic interpretation of the character here. So, you know, this is based off of her appearance in the cartoon, yet it's a realistic sculpt of her. Which is, I don't have a problem with, just because, you know, if you have like a collection of Phantom Menace figures, you can easily blend this in. But man, she has these long arms. I don't get that. Either her arms are too long, or her legs are too short, or this is how she originally appeared in the Phantom Menace. I'm not sure if the actress just had long arms, but it's a weird look. But it's a great figure. You know, immediately when you see this, it's Aurra Sing. You know, especially the color scheme and her outfit. It's very bare minimum. She just has a vest. and a couple of holsters. You know, she has a chain here. You know, if she wants to go to like biker week, she'll easily fit in. Nice long boots. Articulation wise, this figure could look down, not too much. Look forward, doesn't want to look up. This is her ponytail up here. It's a very hard, stiff plastic. I mean, it does offer some flexibility towards the bottom, but near the top, it's pretty stiff. Her arms rotate. They go out. They bend. Wrist articulation. Cut mid-torso, which allows for swivel. And she can crunch only a little bit. Arch back a little bit. Kicks forward. My legs are kind of tight. She doesn't want to kick forward. So it might just be me, because when I want to kick this forward, her leg kind of twists inward. So I don't know what's going on there. She does have a thigh cut, so it could swivel and she could kick out. There is a boot cut, so she could swivel at the boot, and she has ankle articulation. I'm kind of disappointed about her leg movement. Like when I want to kick up, her leg like twists to the inside, if that makes any sense. But looking past that, it's a nice figure. If you're a fan of the Phantom Menace movie, if you want more bounty hunters, and she's kind of a significant character in the Star Wars lore. You know, she was aligned with Boba Fett when he was younger. Yeah, that wasn't me. My elbows are rubbing on the table. So if you heard that noise, I didn't fart. That's just my elbows rubbing on the table. All right, so this looks great. Yeah, nice pair. You know, I like these figures a lot. All right, so do you need these in your collection? I'm gonna say yes. You know, I don't think we get as many aliens and robots as we should get in terms of like action figures for Star Wars. You know, we get a lot of like, you know, main characters and this and that, but I do like seeing aliens. I do like seeing droids. You know, if you want to fill out like a cantina display, or, you know, Jabba's palace, or if you want to, I don't know, just create fun stuff for your fig photography, you know, aliens and droids are always, you know, nice characters to feature. All right, so with that being said, once again, my name is Lou. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for continuous likes, comments, support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll talk to you later.